Hello everyone, Elspir here and welcome to my channel. This video is going to be about exploration and exobiology in A Dangerous 2, which is a great way to have something to do while listening to your favorite podcast or program. It's really funny way, so I hope you find it enjoyable, and let's get started. So let's get started with outfitting your ship. So because we want it to be as light as possible, to have our jump range as high as possible, we won't take any hard points, so leave those empty. You can take heatsink launchers in utility mounts, but I would say they are not necessary. When it comes to core internal, always take lightweight alloys. Engineer everything you can to make it as light as possible. Engineering really helps, and your S-tier engineering priority should be frameshift drive. It really makes a difference, and I assure you it's totally worth it to engineer. And when it comes to optional internal, actually fuel scoop is absolute necessity. There are no station in outer space. You want to be able to refuel at them, you have to scoop from stars, so always get a fuel scoop. I would say that frameshift Gardner frameshift drive booster also makes it so much easier, because it gives you 15 to 20% of jump range increase depending on your build, and the grind of it is not that bad. It takes, I would say, 2.5 to 3 hours to get it, so you can find plenty of YouTube videos how to get it. If you would like to see such video from me, let me know in the comments. Shield generator, always take it, because you are going to land on planets, and landing without shield will always take your ship hell. I mean, not always, but in 99%. Auto-field maintenance unit helps you repair damaged modules, and those probably will get damaged eventually by either overheat or using jet cones from neutron stars, on which later. And the absolute necessity, another one, is detailed surface scanner. Without it, you want to be able to scan planets, you want to be able to find biology, so always get it. And if you would like to move around the planet, don't use your ship to find different colonies of life. We will get to it later. Use 1 or 2 planetary vehicle hangars, put SRV in there, and you'll be fine. Alright, so now that your ship is equipped, let's take a look at the galaxy map. So if I zoom out, you'll see that I am somewhat between 5 and 5,500 light years away from the bubble, and beyond this range you'll consistently find new systems, undiscovered systems, which obviously what you're looking for. So yeah, just go in any direction, like 4,000 light years, and you'll be fine. You'll find undiscovered worlds. And yeah, if we zoom in, just make sure that you have the filter on and disable the L, T and Y type stars. Firstly, you won't be able to refuel at them, and secondly, those star types, they don't really have water worlds or earth-like worlds, so the most valuable one. So just disable them, these are trash and you won't need them anyways. So traveling through galaxy with supercharging your frameshift drive really makes your life easier. And this is how you do this. You approach the neutron star to one of those jet cones, don't get too close, and approach it slowly and from the narrow angle. You can't go steep because it will just throw you away. Stay in it for a while. And you have this notification that frameshift drive has been overcharged. And look, our jump range has increased to 251 light years, which is insane. And to ensure that you actually will be using them, you just enter route settings and select Use Jetcon Boost. Also select Fastest Routes. And this way your exploration, your traveling through galaxy will be the fastest. Okay, so let's say that you are in the unexplored area of the galaxy, in a system that nobody has ever been to, and what you are going to do now is you enter the right panel and make sure that you assign your discovery scanner and surface scanner to a fire group, and that you're in the analysis mode. By default you can switch between modes by pressing the M button. And just hold your hotkey for the discovery scanner, and we'll see that we have, well, there's plenty celestial bodies, it's 27 of them, so let's make it somewhat further away from this star so it won't obscure the view. Okay, that's fine. And now we enter full spectrum scanner, and you have this panel on the bottom of the screen, and all you have to do is adjust the frequency by pressing either D or A button, and you zoom in using the W and S button. Okay, so we are lucky enough to find a water world, which is very valuable. You can get up to 3.5 million credits for each of those worlds, so it's very worth to find them. Okay, so now the system is scanned. Let's find the water world and go scan its surface. Okay, now that we are close enough to the planet, what we do now is we enter the surface scanner, and we have to launch probes in order to scan 100% of the surface of the planet. So if you manipulate with your mouse, you can see that this little line appears, and this means that the probe will hit the very horizon when shot. So what I recommend, you aim for the middle between this line and miss in order to hit the back of the planet, and shoot 2 for each side. Then shoot 4 for each horizon and 1 in the middle, and this should cover the whole planet's surface.
Surface scan complete.
As you see, it is done, and we have the efficiency bonus. So I forgot to say, on the right side you have this panel, and it says that efficiency target is 8 probes. That means if you are able to scan the planet using 8 probes or less, you'll get some extra money when you sell the data. So it's absolutely worth to do this, and you know how to do it. So it's pretty ugly water planet, not gonna lie, but for sure we'll find some prettier. And now let me find the other word for the biological search. It took some time, but eventually I found it, and it's gas giant system in which every moon has plenty of life on it. So if I zoom in, you'll see that in the right upper corner we have the information box, and just below the features it is displayed that 5 biological signs are found, and every moon has plenty of them. So we have 5, the other 5, 4, so it's very rich, and just by exploring such system you can make millions of credits. So this is our destination. Well, I quickly switched moons, but this one will also seize the deal. And yeah, now you have to enter the surface scanner and scan the surface of the moon. It's done, and now we can see this areas of the blue, and this indicates that some biology is going to be in this area. And also you can switch between filters and see exactly which species is in which area. So we have Frutexia, Tubus, Concha, Bacterium. So Concha seems to be the rarest, and this is the species that we'll be looking for. Well, this is somewhat unlucky, but in fact I couldn't find any alive. It just refused to spawn, but I have previously recorded a footage from an ice moon, so yeah, it will be just as useful. And I also find icy bodies much more beautiful, so yeah, this is going to be some voiceover. Alright, as we finish orbital glide and approach the surface, you can already see that something is spawning in front of us, and these are some sort of plants, maybe fungi, whatever, and now we'll be proceeding to land to make a first scan. Okay, landing is complete, so let's disembark and let's get this first footfall mark. So if you are the very first person to land on a planet or a moon, your name will be displayed over the planet's moon if other player will find it. So now you take your biological scanner, and by default you just hold your left mouse button and the scanning will be done. It will take the sample, and you need 3 different samples from 3 different colonies. Usually the distance required is about 500 meters. So you can check if you are far away by pressing right mouse button. It will send some sort of wave. As you can see, you cannot take the sample, and this wave will paint these creatures on either blue or green. If they are painted blue, you cannot scan them, it's too close. If they are painted green, it's all good and you can proceed to scan them. I will board the ship and quickly get rest of those samples. Quick tip, if you find yourself in a mountainous area or hilly area, it may be fine to keep the altitude straight and simultaneously look for those plants or whatever. And what I recommend is you just point your nose 30 degrees down and use your accelerate up button, and therefore you will have wide view field and keep the altitude safe. And here we are, about to collect the last sample, and I believe this is Fonticula. Yeah, it is Fonticula. So, important thing is you cannot collect different samples of different species at the same time. You have to finish the collecting process at first, so you have to take all 3 samples of this species before you can scan another one. It is very important because other way you have to discard what you have previously obtained and start over, so just keep it in mind. Now let's go back to our ship and let's look at the system map. Let me quickly select the moon that we just explored, and first footfall by Elsewhere. This is nickname of my commander, obviously. And if you make it to a station and sell the exploration data, it will also display that it was first discovered by you and first mapped by you. But you have to make it to the station in one piece, which is kind of easy, but you know, you can always screw things. So now I'll take my journey back to my home station and I'll see you there. 90 minutes later, and here I am at my home station at Surrey Park. It's in Unlame system, if you are curious. And the last thing to do is go to Starport Services, we go to Universal Cartographics, and sell everything we get. So let it load for a while. And we make some great money. A single page for almost 40 million. And that's it, exploration data sold, and we made some major profit. And now let's go and sell the biology data. So you have to lower your ship and disembark. Now you go to elevator, which should be anywhere near your ship. It can go to the side or to the front or back, it doesn't really matter, it can be anywhere. And we're going to find a genetics facility.
Sure.
Here it is, Vesta Genomics.
Can I be of assistance?
You approach this guy,
Did you collect any interesting?
you tell him that you would like to sell the data, and for 1 million credits. This is the value of our only single scan. So we do this, and for the very first discovery we get an enormous bonus, 4 million credits. So in total we make 5 million. And this is how you do it. You'll find your place among explorers in Elite Dangerous 2, great community. And yeah, if you like the video, leave a like button, subscribe, and see you next time.